All right, thank you, Jordan. If you guys want to have your comments featured on air during today's show, use that super chat. It's that money icon right by the chat box. We'll bring them up on air and discuss them. So keep those flowing throughout the show, folks. In the meantime, we'll take it to some more NBA rumors here. Michael Porter Jr., again, partially a draft rumor here, but might not play this year, as the Nuggets are a little bit concerned about his long-term health.
And I think if you're the Nuggets, you're kind of okay if he doesn't play this year. I mean, everyone in the West is kind of waiting out the Warriors, and I think the Nuggets drafting Michael Porter Jr. was kind of evidence that they're waiting out the Warriors. I mean, if you're the Nuggets, your long-term core is Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, Nikola Jokic, and Michael Porter Jr., which is as good of a young four kind of core as you're going to find in the NBA. I mean, that's a really good core to build around. You still got a couple of years left of Paul Millsap as well, and Will Barton just got that 4-year deal. So you're hoping that the Warriors kind of dynasty peaks this year and then kind of starts trending downwards and is maybe done in 2 to 3 seasons. Well, in 2 to 3 years, Jamal Murray will be obviously amazing. Gary Harris will continue his progression. Nikola Jokic maybe will finally learn how to, not turn the ball over, but maybe learn how to shoot from 3 a little bit more. I love Nikola Jokic. He's a fantastic player, and hopefully Michael Porter Jr. will be healthy.
I, for one, am very excited about this Denver squad because, I like them in 2K. They're my go-to team to destroy Harris because he can't beat me when I play as the Nuggets there.
It's Jamal Murray. It's outrageous.
I love them. I'm so good. I am so good with Jamal Murray. I just got that shot down. I really like the way this Denver team is building. Millsap is making a lot. I saw that comment there, but this is a very, very good Denver Nuggets team, and Jokic, of course, also about to get that max deal too.
Yeah, he is. And by the way, we will update Nikola Jokic max deal once players actually sign their contracts, which happens tomorrow, July 6th.
All right, next up, Clint Capela, the really top free agent left on the market there. A restricted free agent. As you mentioned, the market for RFAs is basically non-existent. Yep. There isn't as much money available this season. There's a bit of a bump next year. NBA teams are not willing to sacrifice their long-term cap space to throw out a big deal for a player like a Capela, like a Zach LaVine, and instead the market's been stagnant. But the Rockets, though, they will keep him. They will not let him leave. It's just a matter of how much money he ends up making.
And there's no surprise to me at all. I mean, I've been saying this since the start of the free agency, that there's a 0% chance that the Rockets allow Clint Capela to go anywhere this offseason besides stay in Houston. It's not going to happen. There's no reason. Actually, at this point, they can't let him go. He is the entire defensive core of their team, especially since they lost Trevor Ariza. Now they have to make sure that they keep Clint Capela so that they can even be a remotely top 10 team defensively in the NBA next year. I'm a little worried about the Rockets on defense going into next season. I mean, Chris Paul's a year older. PJ Tucker's a year older. They're now going to have to most likely start Eric Gordon or trade for a wing player. Clint Capela is really, after Chris Paul, the only elite defender that they have on this team. And that's bad. They need someone on the wing.
I just want to make a quick comment here. This wasn't a super chat, but someone called Kenneth Reed a top 5 power forward, which he is not anymore.
Whoa, Kenneth Reed hasn't been a top 5 power forward for like 5 years.
I don't know if he's ever been
I'm making an argument. Kenneth Reed had like one crazy season. And that's
it. He did not do much for Denver last year. That contract right now is a negative asset. All right, on to Boogie Cousins. We'll stick here with the Houston Rockets. Houston, of course, could have used a center with Clint Capela's future at the time in doubt. Rockets could have made a run, but the report was that Houston had no interest, Harris.
I can't also say I'm that surprised in that. I mean, if you're the Rockets and you're kind of looking around the NBA for, just the people to pair with Clint Capela, DeMarcus Cousins ain't that guy. And I also think, with how the Rockets run their offense, DeMarcus Cousins doesn't fit at all. And this also kind of brings me to a minor rant about DeMarcus Cousins with the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins barely fits with the Warriors. I mean, offensively, he is the complete antithesis of everything that the Warriors have done to the NBA in terms of offense. He's an ISO post player.
He can shoot.
He's an ISO post player who turns the ball over 5 to 6 times a game. He's the total opposite of everything that the Warriors do on offense, which is why
he's going to do lobs, dunks, and threes.
Over the past couple of days, I've actually started to ask myself if DeMarcus Cousins was a good idea.
Yes,
for the
it
Warriors.
absolutely was.
I don't know. But from a Rockets perspective, he doesn't match their team at all. He doesn't shoot threes at a good enough rate. He turns the ball over too much, and he doesn't play defense. Everything that the Rockets don't need at all. So it's not going to happen.
All right, folks, we have a challenge for you guys. We are trying to get to 50K subscribers, and I'll tell you what, Harris, we are right on the precipice now. We are 369 away, first off. Nice. Thank you. We are right there. So hit that subscribe button. We'll have NBA coverage. You saw it yesterday. If you already subscribed, we have some NFL coverage as well, and we'll ramp that up as we get closer and closer to the actual year. But hit that subscribe button. We'll wait here for a little bit. But, folks, we're right there. 369, all we have left here, Harris.
We're so
The bosses say we pop the champagne once we get there.
Yes, and we get to spray it all over Lane and I, which is going to be awesome.
Producer
Yay,
Lane
champagne or champagne showers.
There you go. All right, folks, hit that subscribe button.
lit.
In the meantime, we'll take you now to some more rumors. Back to Boogie Cousins. Are the Warriors a little bit cautious / concerned about this Achilles injury?
He's not going to play until March. He's not coming back until February, March. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see DeMarcus Cousins until after the trade deadline. Why bring him back? There's no point. The entire reason of him signing this deal was to get 100% healthy, then just be with the Warriors in the playoffs. Look, the dude has a $5.3 million deal, which, if you want to kind of cut it into chunks, let's say he actually, could have signed a $20 million a year deal. He's really only going to play about a fourth of the NBA season, right? And the Warriors are technically paying him for about a fourth of what DeMarcus Cousins is really worth in terms of an NBA player. Not a huge surprise. We're not going to see a lot of DeMarcus Cousins next season.
All right, folks, I'm responding to someone in the comments section who said we have to talk nice about the Thunder and they'll subscribe. Well, they kept PG. They are big winners in free agency on that end.
I'm not going to comment. When people ask me to talk nice about their team, people yell at me
That just
anyway.
makes you want to talk mean about it.
Exactly.
So that's why Harris doesn't do that, but I'll be nice, talk nice about the Thunder. All right, we'll stick with the big men here. Could the Clippers be targeting Kyle O'Quinn? And this makes sense to me, Harris, because they need backup bigs. They don't have anywhere near enough right now. They got Marcin Gortat and nobody.
That's it.
That's kind of it. Gallinari, Harris can kind of split that. This is a potential lineup here if they were to bring in Kyle O'Quinn, but they don't have enough depth behind them right now. In reality, they've got way too many guards. They got to trade or cut somebody as well. I think you could see Milos on the trade block, Harris, in a big, big way.
They have to. But the important thing to realize with this Clippers team is that I've started to kind of figure out what their plan is. If you look at all the contracts that they have on their team, a lot of them are an expiring contract. They have a lot of players on this team.
They can free up a lot of space next year.
Exactly, who are going to kind of, leave next season. They have Marcin Gortat, Teodosic, Lou Williams, a lot more expiring contracts on this team than I previously realized. If they do bring in Kyle O'Quinn, he will be on a one-year deal. I think the Clippers are looking to get 2 max slots next offseason.
All right, next up are Isaiah Thomas, the Magic, closing in on a contract. That was the report that they are negotiating a deal. Nothing done yet, but that both sides want to get that contract set up.
Yeah, and they should. I mean, it's going to end up being a one-year deal, and the Magic need a point guard, and Isaiah Thomas needs a team that needs a starting point guard. It is so good for Isaiah Thomas to end up going to the Magic. He's not going to have this crazy pressure to win a title. Maybe he gets moved at the deadline to be a good bench guy. This is a good move all around for Isaiah Thomas. He gets to bring his family down to Orlando. He'll bring his 2 cute sons to Universal. It'll be a great time for the Thomas family. It's a good move all around. Good move for both sides. I wish him all the best success. I mean, what ended up happening with him with the Boston Celtics and everything else going on with his career has been such it's very upsetting because he was on the precipice of becoming one of the most well-known people in the league, and then it all just got completely snatched away from him when he got traded to the Cavs.
I think this is such a perfect fit for both sides. Thomas gets a chance to be a focal point of an offense. The Mavs, who desperately need a point guard, bring one in, and arguably the best one left on the open market. I think it's a win-win for both sides. A one-year deal, let's just say for the MLE or for whatever the Magic have available there in terms of the exceptions. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And it does make a lot of sense. It's good for Isaiah Thomas, and I hope he really does succeed with them. He really does deserve it.
All right, Super Chat coming in. Thank you, Guy David 911 says, discussion, where do the Cavs go with LeBron gone?
In the toilet.
Well, we're going to talk about Kevin Love here in a little bit.
I'm sorry.
So we'll hang off on the Love discussion, but for the Cavs themselves, it's a rebuild, plain and simple. And the Cavs are trying to make the playoffs. And the big thing for Cleveland is their first-round pick this year and next year, if it doesn't go to the Hawks, it's top 10 protected. So if I am the Cavs, what I would do is I embrace the tank. Trade Kevin Love for something. Let Colin Sexton play 30-plus minutes a game. Do what you can with the young guys. Let them play. Play Cedi Osman a bunch. And make sure you secure a top 10 pick, because the worst thing that the Cavs could happen is they barely miss the playoffs and they have a non-top 10 lottery selection and they lose it.
Hashtag Blow It Up. Yeah. Always on Team Blow It Up.
I saw a comment, tank for Zion. I like it. Let's do it.
Tank for R.J. Hunter. Or not R.J. Hunter. R.J. Barrett? R.J. Barrett. I'm not up on my newest college people yet. I got to get on it.
All right. We will come back with some trade rumors, but first, a very quick message.
What's going on, you guys? Jordan Giorgio here from Chat Sports. While Harris and Tom are taking a quick break, I'm here to tell you to head on over to Instagram and click that follow button at Jordan Giorgio and send me any questions you have on all the latest NBA rumors or free agency news. So we'll talk soon. Back to NBA Weekly.